Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing bell notification, like the channel, subscribe and share to join the #1 YouTube and cryptocurrency influencer in social media with truth and integrity, building this company as we expand and grow rapidly. Hit that subscribe button. And we made an industry exclusive company made computer software trading probability based trading system. And here's some XRP news. You can see the headline out of U today. Pro XRP lawyer gives 6 reasons why SEC won't sue Ripple executives here on this late summer, approaching the first day of meteorological fall, just outside of the great state of Michigan. Overcast, partly to mostly cloudy skies with falling temperatures behind the cold front in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing. First, risk poll suggests that the SEC decision to implicate Garlinghouse and Larson might have been strategically aimed at pressuring Ripple into less adventurous settlement rather than a strong intention to litigate. Second, he points out that prospects of key SEC figures such as Hickman and Clayton facing rigorous questions in a trial potentially backfire, creating an unfavorable scenario for the regulators. Third, SEC ability to establish the executives' recklessness in terms of institutional sales, especially considering their potential defense in the light of the programmatic sale. He also raised doubt forth about strength of the regulator's argument regarding the difference between domestic and international sales, which would weaken the foundation of their case. Fifth, draws attention to recent recognition of the SEC trial team suggesting that this move might hint at potential lack of readiness for a trial. He underlined that the SEC is judging multiple trials, making the processed trial against Ripple executives an uphill battle. Lastly, he underscores the significance of the regulator's choice to pursue an appeal. This strategic decision demonstrates the SEC all or nothing approach, believes the expert, right? So that's very important to understand. We'll see how that goes. And if we get a little bit into the technical analysis and some price updates here, we're going to first look at SHIBA Inu. And we had that great pump by SHIBA Inu from the bottom to the top. It went up 90%. And since then, like we were fearing, it got caught up in this heavy overhead resistance at the bottom part of the VP volume indicator. And notice this thing did the same thing as the XRP price. We had the big run up, but this one went a little bit higher on it. Then it came down. Then we had that up and sideways consolidation in this rising channel right here. And we had pumping price, pumping volume, bullish. Then we had falling volume and an up and sideways consolidation, bearish. Often you'll notice a rounding top as seen here as the buyers or the bulls become exhausted and the sellers or the bears are taking over the market and the price is going to come down, and it did come down there. And now what you would like to see here is you're going to have one of two things happen. A, you're going to have a fall. You're going to slip this double local bottom and come all the way back into your regional bottom at 0.606. And then maybe try to fight back up, hopefully. Or you're going to get back on top of this old new upper resistance, former old support right here in this rising wedge that was here. You see that wedge where you have a wider base and then a duck's beak at the end. That's a rising wedge. You're going to try to get back up into there, get back on top of this 200-day moving average, right? And then make another ferocious pump to the upside, because this is still possible to hit up there, but we got to see where this goes right now. Do you pump up and get back up into the bottom part of this red trading zone and then try to forcefully bully your way back up into this 1302 level? Or are you going to continue to trade and break down and come all the way back down for a local double bottom? Those are some things that we're watching out for, and those are some things we're going to continue to cover for you. The XDC price, the same thing. See that? You had pumping price, locally pumping volume, and then the volume declined. You had a nice consolidation up and a dump. And we were telling you this, that this was most likely coming back down here to about the 47, the 0.04, 4 3/4 cent level, or the 200-day moving average. But first it has to come into this green zone, where when you come into this green zone, you could get a bounce that looks something like this before the next leg to the downside. But I think the local momentum, the local hype, and the local news that did come out a couple of months ago when we were in the middle of this ferocious pump is over. And I think just like XRP and XLM, I think you're going to give back all of this gain. And before you know it, you're going to be sitting back down in this area about the 3 1/4 cents. And then people that wanted to buy here, buy it. You got to make a decision. You got to pull the trigger and you got to take action. The price came down. Technical analysis held and the price rolled over on itself. Take action when the price gets back down there, right? And the XDC for people that wanted to take that and that didn't buy last time, right? And then a quick peek at the XRP price. If we take a look at it in the monthly time frame, unfortunately, I feel like this was one big fake out right here. And now you're in this phase, right? See this? You're right here right now. I don't think you're getting ready to kick up to $1.17 and come up here. I don't think that's about to happen. I think what's more likely to happen is this thing gets knocked down and beat down, manipulated, of course, because this is a heavily manipulated market, and the manipulation is real. The manipulation is strong, and there's only one way around the manipulation, and that is education and information and truth and understanding and staying impartial and keeping a level head on exactly what's going on here. You can see in the monthly we have a big indecision candle because we started the month up and then we ended the month down. And right now we're about in the middle ground of this candle. But you better hope the volume comes in. You better hope the bulls start to defend, or else this is a lame duck move. This is a lame duck session, and this is a lame duck going to the downside on a manipulated, orchestrated crash to draw out and beat out the hope, the will of the retail trader, and to have these guys FOMO out after FOMOing in up here. They would love the manipulated, orchestrated criminal gangsters that have infiltrated the United States government, the Federal Reserve, and the world banking system after the manipulation with the news that correlated with the technicals, that correlated with the judge, and an orchestrated and executed flawlessly move. They would love nothing more than to see all these people that they got the FOMO in based on the manipulation up there to FOMO out sub 37 cents. And then those people would take a huge 80, 90% loss from where they FOMO'd in. They FOMO back out down here. The price does its deal. And then the manipulated and orchestrated criminal gangsters sold their XRP to these guys up here to FOMO them in. And then they bought their XRP back from them down here. And then they can ride the next pump and leave these retail traders losing all their hard-earned fucking money. And that's what old Vincenzo's here to do, to spit you and shoot you like Shooter McGavin. Straight truth, facts, and information to give you that education and insight that you need to make an educated and informed decision. I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on this radio show. I am strictly for education and my own personal opinions on the market. Peace and love to my lovely, glowing, beautiful audience.